Elias stared at the tangled mess of copper wires, microchips, and scorched titanium on his workbench. Sweat stung his eyes, blurring his vision. He had been awake for 48 hours straight, running on nothing but lukewarm coffee and sheer, desperate adrenaline. The stakes were too high to sleep. If he bypassed the wrong circuit, or if the power surge failed to regulate, the entire system would permanently lock down. There would be no second chances. The primary monitor flashed an aggressive, pulsing red warning. Critical system failure. This was attempt number 82. Every single previous trial over the last 2 days had ended in a catastrophic short circuit. Doubt began to creep into his mind, a heavy, suffocating weight. The voices of his critics echoed in his ears, reminding him that this technology was theoretical, that it was mathematically impossible to stabilize the core in such a small frame. Just walk away, his exhausted brain pleaded. You did your best. But he couldn't. He closed his eyes and pictured what was at stake. He wasn't just building a machine, he was building a lifeline. He gripped his soldering iron, forcing his trembling hands to steady. Focus, he whispered into the dead silence of the laboratory. One connection at a time. The failure is just data. Use the data. The timer hit 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 50 seconds. Suddenly, through his magnifying lens, he saw it. A microscopic fracture in the main logic board's power route, practically invisible to the naked eye. That was the bottleneck. He had to bridge the gap manually with a jumper wire. It required absolute, surgical precision. If his hand slipped by a fraction of a millimeter, he would fry the entire motherboard, ending everything. 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 20 seconds. He took a deep breath, held it in his burning lungs, and moved the iron down. A faint sizzle echoed in the room. The solder melted, connecting the two tiny points perfectly. 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 5 seconds. Elias dropped the tool and slammed his hand onto the execute key. The screen instantly froze. The timer ticked down to 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. A heavy, terrifying silence filled